My name is Jessie Willoughby, and I'm the behavior specialist for the Lincoln County School District in Kemmer, Wyoming. And I was put on the Thrive team because of behavior. I work with students that have behavior needs. I do believe that a framework like Thrive is needed now. We are seeing so many more students come to us with social emotional concerns and mental health and well-being needs that I think that giving our entire staff the ability to help those students is going to make everyone's lives easier. And then I think we're looking at it from the adult mental health and well-being standpoint as well. And I think in order for us to make students feel safe and loved and needed, we have to make our staff do that as well. And so at Lincoln County School District, that's kind of where we've put our focus this year with the Thrive framework, is really focusing on the adults in our building so that they can focus on the kids in the future. Thrive's really complemented our curriculum because we are able to fit, and that's where we're kind of working right now, is fitting the competencies of Thrive into our already existing curriculum so that teachers have the understanding that they're already teaching a lot of this, and then just kind of bringing to the forefront the mental health and well-being of everyone in the building. And so I think that's been a huge compliment to our curriculum. I also just think that it's a huge leap for us to kind of start the focus on mental health and well-being and where that fits into our school and how everybody can support each other, whether it's the other adults in the building or the students in the building. And so I think that's been the biggest push for us, is just recognizing the importance of talking about things. One initiative that I'm super, super proud of is actually focusing on the adults. We started just a personnel penny thing, and so they get to recognize each other for wonderful things. And so looking at the Thrive framework, they'll give each other little tokens, little pennies for when they see a staff member displaying one of those behaviors. You really inspired me to do my best work by doing this and this and this. And so I think that's the biggest thing for us, is it's kind of changed the focus from almost a negative place to one where we're recognizing each other. And I think that's awesome. And so then I just had my first staff member in here purchasing some items that we bought for the personnel penny store. And so she got to bring that recognition in. And I think that's been a really fun way for our staff to look towards each other. And then we're labeling it with Thrive frameworks. And so every time they give a token, they just put which Thrive framework it belongs under. You showed huge respect in that meeting. We had a difficult conversation. And I really appreciate how you handled that, or you really thought through what was best for our students. And so I think that's been the funnest and most positive initiative that we've started this year. It's been great. So I think one of the coolest things about Thrive is it gives you that framework for all K-12, and it really breaks down the Thrive framework, and then it has the competencies for each grade level. And so I think using the common language of Thrive, the think through decisions and all the Thrive frameworks, but then also those competencies that can fit into already existing curriculums, I think is going to help our kindergartners know what it means to be mentally healthy, and then all the way through 12th graders. And what that changes, it changes with the students, but it also stays the same. The school engagement for us looks like our teachers really reaching out to each other and having that positive mindset coming into the school day, and kind of reframing your thinking from a place of negativity into a place of positivity. And I think that once we get a solid foundation on that with our staff, I think that's going to roll over into the community. It's going to roll over into our students. And I think that starting where we chose to start gives us a lot of room to grow as well, as much as it's been really great to see. So I think our next steps are going to be really rolling that out to the students and the community. One way partners could help out is giving some concrete ideas about what that looks like for um, everyone. And so what that looks like, or how one school district did that and how you could do it. I think just it took us a while to be able to kind of um, focus in on one place. And so I think if we had more examples or more concrete information about how that looked or how it could look, I think it would help us take steps forward. My biggest piece of advice that I would share with other districts wanting to implement Thrive is that um, you have to find value in it, and then you be able to jump in without dipping your toe in first. You have to be willing to make some changes, and you have to be willing to have uncomfortable conversations with each other and your small coaching team, as well as your big Thrive team, about how you can better support both staff and students with mental health and well-being. I think the other biggest piece of advice I would give is the idea that in order for us to really take care of our students, we have to take care of ourselves. And that might be a big starting point because a lot of adults have a harder time. Um, they just want to help the kids. They just want to help the kids without realizing that without a foundation, it's really hard to support students. Greatest thing about Thrive for us, or one of the funnest things for me, is the collaboration with another school district in the state of Wyoming who also started the Thrive initiative. Lincoln County School District, we decided that taking care of our teachers and the adult mental health and well-being piece was really important for where we were and the need that we were seeing within our staff. And the other school district really focused on students and rolling out the competencies into their curriculum. And so we're really excited to continue that collaboration in the future. So next year, when we're more student focused and they're more adult and mental health and well-being focused, we're able to collaborate and gain ideas and hit the ground running with the support of the other school district in Wyoming.